The Daily Star Mirror, Moscow, Idaho, April 26, 1923. The Lost Civilization of Patagonia. In the early 20th century, newspapers occasionally carried startling claims of discoveries that seemed to upend what was thought about human history. One such report centered on a man named Dr. J.G. Wolfe, who announced he had found a fossilized human skull in Patagonia, a remote region in the southern tip of South America. At that time, Patagonia was seen in the popular imagination as a kind of wild, mysterious frontier. It was sparsely inhabited, barely charted by outsiders, and rumored to contain remnants of ancient peoples and civilizations. Scientists, explorers, and adventurers often traveled there in search of fossils, archaeological sites, and legendary lost cities. The skull discovery. According to the report, Dr. Wolfe claimed he had come across a fossilized human skull preserved in Tertiary sandstone. The Tertiary Period, in modern geological terms, is thought to span from approximately 66 million years ago to 2.6 million years ago. That would be long before current science accepts that human beings existed. The skull, though missing its lower jaw, was described as almost perfect. It had well-defined eye sockets and clearly outlined upper jaw tooth sockets. Its forehead was extremely low and sloping, and the cranium was long and oval. These details were interpreted at the time as signs of great antiquity. Dr. Wolfe reported that the skull had originally been in the possession of a white settler in Patagonia. The discovery of ancient ruins. In addition to the skull, Dr. Wolfe also claimed to have discovered the ruins of a fortified city in Santa Cruz province, north of Lake Cardiel. He described walls 45 feet high, built out of massive basalt blocks. Some contained arches, which he took as evidence of a civilization with advanced engineering and design. The structures were also engraved with unusual inscriptions, seemingly unrelated to the Aztec, the Inca, or the Chibcha of Colombia. One carving depicted an animal that resembled the extinct Glyptodon, a giant armored mammal related to the armadillo that had once roamed South America during the Ice Age. Wolfe estimated the ruins were between 2,000 and 3,000 years old, but suggested further excavation could reveal more. Who was Dr. Wolfe? Here the details grow fuzzy. Dr. J.G. Wolfe does not appear as a major figure in South American archaeology. He may have been a provincial doctor, an amateur scientist, or an independent explorer. Many men of that era styled themselves as discoverers and scholars, often reporting dramatic finds through newspapers rather than through science journals. My thoughts on why this story is interesting. First, the mention of a carving of a Glyptodon is fascinating. Today we know for a fact that people in South America depicted extinct Ice Age animals in their rock art. In Colombia, there are confirmed depictions of the giant sloth carved on a rock wall. This gives credibility to the possibility that ancient people really did witness, and later record, these now extinct creatures. Second, the skull was described as having a sloping forehead. This exact trait occurs again and again in old newspaper accounts from the United States, where unusual giants and prehistoric skeletons were reportedly uncovered. Many of those accounts also describe elongated skulls, or oval-shaped skulls. Third, Patagonia itself is tied to the giant legend. The name Patagonia comes from the Spanish sailors under Ferdinand Magellan. The sailors claim to have seen an unusually tall native people. The word pata means large foot, which is why Patagonia has long been connected with the legend of giants, or so-called Bigfoot. Fourth, South America is already home to some of the most impressive megalithic masonry on Earth. The sites of Tiwanaku, Sacsayhuaman, Ollantaytambo, and Machu Picchu in Peru represent some of the greatest examples of ancient stonework in the world. If such advanced building could appear in the Andes, is it really so far-fetched to imagine another advanced site hidden in Patagonia? Dr. Wolfe described ruins north of Lake Cardiel in Santa Cruz. That is a specific location, not a vague one, and it invites the question, did this site really exist, and could there still be remnants there? If there were once megalithic ruins, perhaps other sites still wait to be uncovered in Patagonia. The story could very well have been a product of sensational journalism, rather than a record of an actual discovery. Yet, taken together, these details still leave me wondering, might there be more megalithic or forgotten sites still left to find in Patagonia? Given the size of the region, its rugged terrain, and the fact that large stretches have never been thoroughly explored, the answer could very well be yes. That's all for this episode. Thanks for watching. Keep camping and exploring the mysteries of our world.